The top stories: Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has highlighted the city's remarkable progress during an inspection of its ongoing corridor development projects. And President Taye called for increased investment in industrialization, job creation to boost Africa's global competitiveness. Hello and welcome to BBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. With the news, I'm Tabitha John. Do stay with us. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has highlighted the city's remarkable progress during an inspection of its ongoing corridor development projects. Blending nature's beauty with human ingenuity, Bahir Dar is fast becoming a model for Ethiopia's urban renewal and economic ambition. Quote-unquote, Bahir Dar is not just surviving, it is thriving by turning obstacles into opportunities, said Dr. Abiy. Once tested by infrastructural hurdles, the city has repurposed setbacks into stepping stones. Stones once seen as barriers now pave pathways for new construction, symbolizing the city's innovative spirit. Bahir Dar's identity is deepening, rooted in its timeless treasures. As the melting point of Lake Tana and the Blue Nile, the city honors its history while embracing growth. Century-old palm trees line its streets, while modern additions like the Blue Nile Modern Bridge and the Bahir Dar International Stadium to herald its future as a global sports and heritage tourism destination. The corridor's sleek walkways and artistic streetlights aren't just imported ideas, they are homegrown. Local artisans and institutions crafted these features, proving the power of community-driven innovation. The future lies in tapping local expertise, Dr. Abiy emphasized, praising the Amhara region's president's hand-on leadership in the project. President Taye Atqassillase stated that Ethiopia is fully committed to the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area and working alongside other African brothers and sisters to build a united, prosperous and resilient continent. Speaking at the opening of the 57th session of the Economic Commission for Africa, Conference of African Ministers of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the president stressed that while planning and economic development, the president stressed that the vision of a united African market is promising. Its realization depends on immediate coordinated efforts. In his remarks, President Taye has urged African nations to move beyond discussions and take decisive actions to implement the African Continental Free Trade Area, emphasizing that Africa stands at a starting point for economic transformation. The president cited Ethiopia's integrated connectivity with Djibouti through railways, roads, fiber optic networks, water pipelines and electricity as an example of how infrastructure can support cross-border trade. However, he noted that infrastructure alone is not enough and called for policy harmonization among African countries to remove bureaucratic trade barriers. Reaffirming Ethiopia's commitment to AfCFTA, he highlighted his country's progress in trade facilitation and infrastructure development. Ethiopia has already submitted its tariff concessions and is preparing to launch pilot trade in goods under AfCFTA. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has praised the Ethiopian Disaster Risk Management Commission, EDRMC, for its swift response to emergency matters. EDRMC's commitment and partnership with UNICEF was discussed during a meeting between Chief Commissioner of the Ethiopian Disaster Risk Management Commission, Ambassador Shifarat Taklamariam, and UNICEF Deputy Executive Director, Kiri van der Heijden. The Chief Commissioner is in Addis Ababa for an official working visit this week. On the occasion, Kiri van der Heijden commended the swift response of the EDRMC at the onset of an emergency. She reiterated that the Commission is the UNICEF's true partner, which enables the UN agency to deliver for children during crises. Welcome back. Slovenian ambassador to Ethiopia, Kristina Radic, has highlighted Addis Abeba's vital role as a diplomatic hub, offering a strategic platform for engaging with African nations. The ambassador emphasized that Slovenia's newly opened embassy in Addis Ababa would enhance political, economic and cultural relations with Ethiopia and the broader region. Goshu Meliso has more from the Ethiopian news agency.
Addis Ababa is undergoing a dynamic transformation, solidifying its status as a pivotal diplomatic hub in Africa. As the headquarters of the African Union and host to numerous embassies, the city remains at the forefront of international engagement, drawing global attention and fostering key political, economic and security dialogues. Slovenian ambassador to Ethiopia, Kristina Radic, highlighted that the opening of Slovenia's second resident embassy in Africa last year would significantly strengthen the country's political and economic relations with Ethiopia and the broader region. The embassy plays key role to enhancing the accessibility of consular assistance to Slovenian citizens traveling in East African countries, Radic said. Slovenia has long been striving to increase its presence across the African continent. The decision to open the second resident embassy followed the strengthening of bilateral relations between Slovenia and Ethiopia.
Addis Ababa is a vivid diplomatic hub here in Africa, as having African Union here in Addis Ababa. So here we have excellent opportunity to talk with Ethiopia, to talk with other countries within African Union, to somehow having Africa here in Addis Ababa.
The Slovenian embassy in Addis Ababa will play a crucial role in strengthening Slovenia's political, economic and cultural ties with Ethiopia and the wider region. As the ambassador told the Ethiopian news agency, the embassy will also enhance Slovenia's engagement in shaping the European Union's relationship with the African Union, fostering mutual understanding and addressing shared challenges.
It is about time that we open the embassy here, and it was the wisest decision that our ministry did in last years. You know that we are at the moment members of the Security Council. We discuss with your government and with African Union that we will not leave any Africa behind, and that we will support African solutions for African people.
It is to be recalled that Slovenia's Minister of Foreign and European Affairs Tanja Fajon visited Ethiopia in April 2023 and officially opened the embassy in Addis Ababa.
And finally, in business, Ethiopia, often referred to as the birthplace of coffee, its commodity has been gaining a foothold in China and the global market, with its sales volume showing growth increase in recent years. The third Beijing CBD International Coffee Culture Festival has been held in the Beijing CPD-CP Center, gathering nearly 50 distinctive coffee brands and providing a great spot for the coffee enthusiasts. As part of the 2025 Beijing CBD Forum Series, this event brings nearly 50 distinctive coffee brands together, creating a vibrant space for coffee lovers to indulge in tastings, join interactive sharing sessions, and explore virtual tours of coffee industry parks, all the while embracing the flavors of spring. The Ethiopian diplomatic mission in China who organized this forum, it was indicated. Ambassador Dawano Kadir, in his presentation, has reiterated that Ethiopia is renowned for its diverse coffee varieties, particularly Arabica, which is considered the finest quality in the world. He indicated that the demand for Ethiopian coffee is increasing significantly in various countries, including the Chinese market, adding that the government is reinforcing new programs to increase the production and quality of coffee. A report shows that China has been importing up to 20,000 metric tons of Ethiopian coffee annually for the last 2 years, becoming the 8th largest importer of Ethiopian coffee. You're watching ABC. A quick recap of the stories making headlines. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has highlighted the city's remarkable progress during an inspection of its ongoing corridor development projects. And President Taye called for increased investment in industrialization, job creation to boost Africa's global competitiveness. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Many thanks for watching. Goodbye for now and do take care.